Nokia leadership didn't believe touchscreens. So that's why Nokia died. So, okay, so first one officially announced 2007, released in the United States 2007. That's when it came out. So you can see, of course, it made massive drop here. But here is the peak, 2007, you see, 2007, and then, boom, iPhone started to come and it sank. 2. And I think around here they were bought by Microsoft. So, yeah, so you see the peak was 60 euros. Like at 2000. What was Microsoft, for example? Or actually, let's see Apple. Apple stock value. What was Apple stock value 2000? Was it, when was it? 2000. Apple stock value, oh, you can't actually see. Apple stock value 2000 January was 91 cent. 91 cent. Nokia back then was 41, 60, all the way to 62 euros. And Apple stock value was just $1. And then things turn out completely. You can see it was it's constantly being growing. Even when our iPhone was launched 2007. It still was just, but it was it was $6. This point, it was already more valuable than Nokia. And then it was constantly growing. But Nokia fumbled hard. And then it's been just stuck here. Nothing happening. The technology is nothing, gone. But what about Microsoft? How is the stock value being there? Okay, 2000 was it? See here. Microsoft highest value before 2010 was $53. $53 value. Oh, come on, don't do this with me. Don't do it. Hello? Why is it not moving my... I want to move my camera, but it doesn't want to move. That's weird. Okay, let's move it like this. No. Okay, interesting. Why is it turning around? Why is it mirroring here? This is how it should be, the camera. So actually... Interesting. That's very interesting. Camera swap. We actually swap it. I think it should be other way around. Because when I'm looking right, now it's showing left on the screen. So yeah, it's twisted. Flip vertically. Oh no. Wrong. Rotation data from camera. No. Capture audio only. Let me see now. Why is it flipping this way? Okay, nothing's happening. Cool. Yeah, I don't understand why it's in where the angle is like that, but anyway. Oh, here it is. Oh, don't know. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, that big Nokia was. It was one of the most valuable companies in globally. Where? What other big companies back that time? Actually, let's see. Microsoft. Oh yeah, it's not like but still, like, yeah, Microsoft was like the biggest in 2000. Yet, stock value, Nokia was even more valuable, and they screwed it up. Okay, let's see. Okay, Nokia stock. I mean, was it turnover? 2000. They made even long check on this one. Okay, here's Nokia Group net sales. Am I seeing this right? In 2000, Nokia Group net sales was 30 billion. 30 billion net sales. In 2000, when the peak was there, they like doubled their sales. Oh my goodness. And they made operational profit was like almost 6 billion. My goodness. Okay, let's see it. And yeah, the fall of Nokia has decimated Finland's economy. By 2000, Nokia accounted for the mind-boggling 4% of Finnish GDP, 70% of the Helsinki Stock Exchange market capital, 43% of corporate R&D, 21% of the total exports, and 14% of corporate tax revenues. 14% tax revenues in the whole country. It was and still is unprecedented, and definitely it's gonna be. Samsung is something like 20% South Korea's GDP. Now that is crazy. Okay, that's crazy. Yeah, 20%. They do make basically everything though. Yeah, it's true. They make a lot of stuff. Like it's a massive. It's not like one item company, but still 4% of the Finnish GDP. But yeah, although a lot of the taxes were not coming to the government country, but yeah, still like that's kind of like that is a thing like it's going to hurt the most in long run in this country because we had the possibility of such a massive company, such a massive income for the government, and now it was just wiped off. In just few years, it was wiped off. Now we don't have anything. We like nothing like that anymore. And it's so hard to see like anything like such thing coming out anymore because all the markets are really staggered. There's so many of different options out there. Like phone markets are actually now the most healthiest in a way that you have so many options available. Like how many different phone manufacturers there is nowadays? Because back then when Nokia was, it was basically just few. It was just like Nokia, Ericsson, Motorola, no Sony. I think it was like only 3 companies back then. So yeah, of course the competition, yes, was easier back then, but still, my goodness. But yeah, that's actually a good thing. I think like a Nokia is a good company to have as a study, like a typical study of how not to do things, company decisions. And then the funny thing is that the people who were in charge back that time when they made all these bad decisions, they are actually still continued after the fall of the company. They still continue to make a lot of money with different companies. So, it's always fun. It's always funny that it's never the big bosses, the big people in the companies. They are never the ones who are going to suffer. It's always the mid people and the like everybody below of the company is going to suffer. It's always going to be like that. That's the harsh reality of the world. Everything else will suck. Orc. Actually, I need to go use the toilet too. But I think this might be a chance of Power World very soon. That would be cool. But yeah, unfortunately Nokia fall, and it's a massive hit for the government, the country's finances. Like imagine you were like, the stock value was 60 euros per stock in 2000, and I imagine that same kind of a continuation, you know, the increased value of a stock would have continued. Nokia would easily be one of the biggest company in the world right now. Imagine if that would have happened, how this country would be so crazy. Everything here would be so crazy. Because if you think about it, 2000 company was $60 per stock. That would easily be by now like 400 to 600. Actually, that would be easily 600. That would be easily a 600 per stock, the value. That's crazy. Isn't like the Nvidia the most valuable, like about 400 something per stock? No, it's even more. But yeah. Because now, and imagine like that kind of a benefit that you had all that income and everything, sales are doing good. You had a lot of money for R&D. Imagine what kind of AIs and all that kind of system would be if the company was doing completely right choices. I think there would be high possibility that Nokia would have created the most advanced AIs and all this kind of stuff. Because they also put lots of money on the R&D stuff, and they were focusing on certain kind of a technology stuff. But then again, yeah, it would have been actually so much off what their expertise was that I don't think they would have continued the AI stuff. Yeah, they would not have gone there because they were telecommunication stuff only. So yeah, but I mean, like they're still like working on the 5G, 6G stuff. But yeah, it's still not gonna be that massive a thing in the infrastructure. Of course, I think like the business itself is like not that harsh for the company point of view, like but it's just like this kind of like infrastructure kind of thing. It's more okay, it's more project kind of nature. So if you make a big project wins, you gain a lot. So, but yeah, enough of that. That's just a sad reality how it went. Anyway, one country should not be so dependent on certain few companies' income, like the tax payments. Because if it's that situation, then things are not looking great. Like the country can go very wrong very fast. Like okay, like a good thing is like Ireland. Ireland is just getting a lot of money because of different companies. A lot of different companies having headquarters there in Europe. And even now looking like Sweden also have a lot of incomes coming because, you know, they just have a smart tax systems for the companies, and they have a lot of successful international companies. So yeah. Finland, we only have Supercell. Everything lies on Supercell. Supercell. Yeah, we are believing in them. Please, people, buy a lot of Clash of Clans so Finland gets more like revenue. So Finland gets more, Finnish government gets more money to spend. Oh yeah, that's so funny. It's kind of sad though that that's the thing we're getting like a lot of lot of tax money for the. I mean, the government is getting from gacha gaming games. Well, it's not like a gacha game in the end. What is it? Excuse me. No, it is actually a gacha game. You buy a loot box hoping to get better heroes, better level heroes and stuff like that, and that you get, you know, more money. I mean, more power. Yeah, it is gacha. Early stage of gacha gaming. Yes, Finland has that. Yeah, but anyway, hopefully they're gonna do smart moves. Hopefully they're doing smart moves. At least the good thing is that the people who own majority, I mean, they don't own anymore because I think Tencent has bought Supercell a while back. But anyway, the ones who are founders of the company, they still work in the company. At least the good thing is that they're not trying to evade taxes. They're just paying nicely for the government, you know, like, because they're happy to pay for all the services then they've been doing. But so at least we have still some of the good guys. I mean, imagine if you're getting like a 500,000. I mean, 500,000. If you're getting like 4 million month like salary, and you pay 60% of that tax, yeah, I think you can still live quite well, you know. After tax, that's still gonna be like 1.5 million. You know, I think you're gonna be quite settled, you know, quite chilled with your life if you're getting that every year. At least I know I would not be having any issues. I mean, just couple million, just working like few years with that couple million, like, yeah, I will be set for life easily. Even with the inflation and everything, I would be very settled. I would be very, very much settled down. No issue at all. Actually, I need to go. I will go put stuff on the horsey, and then I gonna use a small toilet break here. Small toilet break. Be right back. Alrighty. Okay, before let me go in, but I need to check one more thing. Just need to check one more thing here. Oh, a question. How many people have done voting on Stream Awards? How many people have done that? Streamer Awards voting. Actually, I personally I don't even want to care about that stuff. Those are always the all these kind of like award system. They are so biased because now, like even now, they somehow have managed to put it only like 4 options. Now you have to vote the most wanted there. So it just doesn't. It's just so weird always. That whole system is just. I don't know. It feels so rigged in a way. It's just so off. Just a moment. I'm just checking through here. You see this one person video. They're saying 700 gear score in 3 weeks. Wait, how much I have? Gear score. My math is off. I'm not even 700, right? I am 700. I'm not even 700. And this person did it in 3 weeks. Yeah. I want to see that. Anyway, I'm just gonna watch it now. Not going to watch it now. But that is solid stuff. Very solid to be pulling such a thing. Wait a minute. There we go. All right. Continue this madness. And I just feel like I need to really gear up. I really need to gear up because I mean, like, somebody's 700 gear score in 3 weeks. What am I doing wrong? After years and years, I'm not there yet. I really need to check something out. Is it like they're just lucky with enhancing or something and they save a lot of money? I don't know. I don't know, really. Yeah, I need to check that those videos when people are saying like, yep, I'm not even close to 700 yet. And they're just doing it in 3 weeks. I mean, because mostly I'm just like relaxing. I'm not like stressing about the gearing and stuff. It happens, you know, just going with the flow. And, you know, but yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna go see. But this person I was seeing, like, they're already done 10 hours of stream. 10 hours of stream. So they started 9 a.m. And they're still going probably another 3 hours or something. So maybe in the 3 weeks, if you grind, 12 hours a day, yes, then you can get it. I think that's the thing. That's the thing there. But hey, that's what I think. Like, yeah, PDO in a way is kind of brutal because they kind of like you expect you to grind. Actually, this funny thing, all the top PDO streamers, they always go like, you know, 11, 12, 15 hours of grinding. You never see, you rarely see like these big PDO streamers that they only grind for like 5 hours. So I think like, yeah, that's like that's probably the big difference that my gear upgrades are not going so fast compared to them. I think that's the biggest one. I am not hardcore enough. I am casual, filthy casual player. Yeah, that's what I am. Alrighty. Let me see. All right. Yeah, my Villa buff is almost over. At least the good thing is the secret book of Old Moon is almost expiring, so I can also take that before I need to fill it up. Yeah, like I said, I need to still move. I still need to move one character to the other boss, and I still need to do this. What is it? I need to take one character also to the villa. So I kind of like constantly have somebody to buy the villa invitation, so I can get the buff. I think that's the way to do it. The way you can also transfer the gold bars easily. I don't even need to be stacking gold bars on that character at all. I just get them. Because I think the invitation you still buy with gold bars. So yeah, that's definitely the way to go. But I think like Pal World might be happening quite soon. At least I hope. Because it's really nice to have some new kind of games going on and kind of play around. And it's the best thing is you doing it with the friends and stuff like. Even though I'm like very lost what's happening, I'm just going around and doing stuff. So, but it helps a lot. Those guys have played it a little bit more already, so they can also like showing some stuff to make it a little bit easier. But it's not definitely gonna make it completely easier, because also I think like we have a dedicated server and they wanted to make it a little bit harder. So that's a beauty of it with dedicated servers. You can just, you know, generate them the way you want it to be. So I think the setting was they're going to be a little bit harder. Actually, I need to go check what was the settings going to be. That would be some fun stuff. But that one is gonna be fun stuff. That, and also like we are actually looking for like lots of different kind of a survival games. So actually it's gonna be something very much fun to do. Because I also feel like survival games, the one fun thing about the survival games is that you do them together. Like I'm really looking forward to do Valheim again, because again there's so much more updates on it that is so crazy. But I think like yeah, if you're gonna be venturing into this like a survival games kind of a stuff, yeah, definitely gonna need to go have a Discord on the stream too to have a chat going on, but not yet. I need to get used to a couple things, and of course I need to get my friends to kind of mentally be prepared that, you know, they are going to be voiced live everywhere. No secrets anywhere anymore. No more secrets. Release everything. I think like the biggest well, not like an issue, but I think the challenge is that not everybody's comfortable speaking English, so that's like the where they're kind of like going a little bit off. Then, you know, it's always a challenge when you're not comfortable with speaking a certain language, even though you kind of understand it. It's still bringing certain kind of challenges there, and I'm not gonna be pushing it. I don't want to be that person who just showed up and started streaming, make everybody uncomfortable. It would be different if I make this for a living, then it's a little bit different story, that kind of a things. But now this is just a hobby. We're not gonna be putting anybody in a tough spot in that sense. Even though, although like I have noticed like not many people even care. Because again, the thing is, the beauty with online is that you might be speaking like a lot of different kind of stuff, and you know, if it's not even your personality, like who you really are, you kind of like behave certain different way, or maybe it's the true yourself, but not what how everybody knows you. So basically, it's so hard for people to really know who is the one speaking. Like, who is this person? Like, nobody really knows them. The voice might be there, but you know, the way the voice can sound differently here than in like when you see them face to face. So it's for a lot of people, it would be hard to even recognize who is this person, especially if the mic is also like a headset mic. Headset mics are usually so terrible, you really can't tell what is the real voice. How does the real voice sound? Like, that's the thing. That's why it's not like really a big thing. So need to set it up at some point. Of Because yeah, clearly there is interest to play some survival games. Clearly like a strong ones. My list was quite long. I don't know how everybody else is feeling about them. And anyway, they're a little bit more interesting to do as a group, like a group content, because you know some of the fights get more challenging when you're doing it as a group, and also like all the it's like a really annoying stuff to do, you know, like building stuff, gathering the materials, all that becomes a little bit, you know, smoother with a bigger group rather than you know, like solo, you're doing solo everything. And a lot of these survival games, they kind of have been designed to do as a group, not solo. Excuse me. Not okay. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, I tried tomorrow now a little bit earlier to start the stream and everything, but it's like again the whole morning I have a lot of things to do. I need to handle some. I need to do some handle some of my wife's like this kind of like paperwork stuff that she can't do on holiday. So I'm gonna do it for her. Get them out of the way so she can relax rest of the holiday. No stressing on there. Gonna be better that way too. So yeah, the morning is gonna be a little bit focused on